You know, you want to maintain the frame of that you're a man of high value, that you are an attractive guy that has women interested in you. She's not your only option. You know, you could, again, be friendly, just don't be her friend. Hey, what's up, guys? Dale Valor here for Modern Valor Dating. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that I keep seeing coming up in our Facebook group, and I see it on our Instagram page a lot, and that is staying out of the friend zone, all right? So I've got the top 5 ways to make sure that you don't get stuck in that zone, that no man's land that you don't want to be in, right? So we're going to hop into that right now. Let's get it. Tip number 1, state your intent. What happens with a lot of guys when they start getting, like maybe in a social circle situation, or they're just in a group of girls, things like that, they never state their intent. They never say what it is that they want from said girl, right? So I think it's important that you say something to the effect of like, hey, listen, you know, I think that you're attractive. I'd like to think that you think the same thing about me. Let's get it popping. You know, maybe not say it exactly like that, but the thing is that you definitely going to want to state your intent with what you want from this girl. All right, because in likelihood, she's not going to make the first move, and she might be waiting for you to do it. If you never pull the trigger, it's never going to happen. She's going to think that you're not interested, and so hence friend zone. So make sure that you state your intent. Say something to the effect of, hey, listen, I think that you're attractive. You seem like cool people. I'd like to think that you think the same thing about me. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Let's hang out exclusively. You know, hey, look, I'm going to such and such bar on Thursday after work. Why don't you join me? That kind of thing, right? That way, you're throwing it out there that, look, you find her attractive, that you want her to potentially be a part of your life on some level. You know, so state your intent. We're going to hop into tip number 2. Let's go. Tip number 2, do not be her friend. You can be friendly, but don't be this guy who becomes the non-gay gay best friend, you know, where she can just dump all her emotions on you, and this, you know, this breakup that she had with this guy, and, you know, all that kind of thing. It just, all you're doing is setting yourself up to be an emotional tampon. Don't do that. You know, you want to maintain the frame of that you're a man of high value, that you're an attractive guy that has women interested in you. She's not your only option. You know, you could, again, be friendly, just don't be her friend. All right, we're going to hop into tip number 3. Let's go. Tip number 3, don't be an orbiter. Don't be this guy who's just kind of always around, never really puts himself out there, never really contributes to a conversation that much, but is the first guy to volunteer, raise his hand when it's time to, oh, I don't know, move her furniture, or paint her house, or build a deck, or whatever the case might be. It's always that one guy who thinks he's going to try to work his way in. She knows what's going on. She's just going to be taking advantage of that. You know, she understands that you like her, that you're just too afraid to put yourself out there, too afraid to spark up conversation. But sure, furniture's heavy. She's dainty. She's not going to be moving big couches and refrigerators, all right? But you are if you're the orbiter, all right? So don't do that. Have the other chump do it, not you, all right? We're going to hop into tip number 4. Let's go. Tip number 4, Kino escalation. She has to get familiar with your touch, all right? If she is not familiar with your touch and she's not reciprocating touch because you're not doing it, then it becomes awkward when you go to make your move, all right? So make sure that you Kino escalate. She's not likely to see you as potentially a sexual partner if you don't Kino escalate. She's not going to see that you have real serious intent, that you like her, that you find her attractive, even though you might say some flirty stuff here or there. If you don't Kino escalate, she's not going to take any of that seriously. It's an alpha move. It's an alpha mentality. Make sure that you do it. All right, we're going to hop into the last tip. Tip number 5. Let's go. Tip number 5. Understand how she flirts, all right? Guys flirt different than women. I'm sure you've heard this a million times, as I. Like, I was flirting with him so much and he never picked up on it. Or my guy always has girls hitting on him and he never realizes that that's what's happening. That's because many guys don't understand IOIs, all right? We have a whole video on IOIs. Go back and watch it. IOIs are indicators of interest, all right? Most guys, they think her flirting is her jumping in your lap and unbuckling your pants, all right? That's not what it is. It's going to be way more subtle, and she's going to be waiting for you to pick up on that. So understand those IOIs. We got like I said, we got a whole video on it, a mad list of them, all right? So just understand what to look for, and when you see that, then you can reciprocate, okay? So understand her flirty nature, all right? So guys, listen, appreciate you watching this video. It's super important that you subscribe to this channel. It's even more important that you hit the notification bell because we want you to not miss anything. Do not get mad at me when you could have watched a video and you look back, you're like, oh, if I'd only watched this video, I would have pulled. I would have got her at my place. Oh, what could have been? If you watched the video, you would have known what could have been because it would have happened. All right, so make sure you hit the notification bell. Go back, watch some previous videos, share it with somebody who you know needs to see the information. We'll get at you next time. Dale Valor, Modern Valor Dating. Salute.